There you are, playing the PvP
like a
in your
penis
World War
couch.
II shooter, and all of a sudden, you're a Nazi.
So,
Everyone's really excited to talk about extra credits.
I'm
Or,
excited to talk about extra credits.
Liar!
Alright, I'm gonna hit
doesn't
play
look
so we can
happy
make
in
fun
his-
of
Don't
the
say
funny
anything.
Did you know?
Holy Jesus.
Did you know that right this very moment, we are paying less than anybody has ever paid for video game moment? We are
I hate this already.
Did you know?
He doesn't speak like it the whole video.
Yeah, oh, he will.
sure?
He speaks like
He'd
that for
get
the whole
tired. He
fucking
would get
channel. You know what? It's gotta suck for him is that he gets into the booth and he's like, man, I love putting on that voice and everyone loves it so much. It's hard work, but by gum, it makes for entertainment. And everyone's just like, no. Like, you don't need to do that at all.
Did you know that right this very moment, we are paying less than anybody has ever paid for video games? That they are currently cheaper than they have ever been. Now, I can
No.
A few moments later.
Calling it ultra mid, I assume, is indicative that it's bad. Now that Theo is here, we best go back to the beginning, all the way back.
Did you know that
Did you know?
That's
Right
just to
this-
get your attention at the beginning. He doesn't do that the whole video.
Of
He's
course,
not
he
humanly
wouldn't keep
possible.
this
You're
going.
right. I need to know who is the little fella on that calendar there.
Oh,
I think
that's-
That's the extra credits look guy.
That's
I think
Well,
so.
That's
I
John
think
extra
it
credit.
is-
That's Aunt
Oh,
May.
yeah.
That's Aunt May.
That's Aunt
Oh, I
May.
see.
There she is.
He's
very square jaw.
Yeah.
Very stout.
Yes.
Green.
Did you know that
Yes.
Aunt May and Uncle Ben, that's their first names, Aunt and Uncle. That's not actually their roles in
right.
Peter's life. That's
Yeah.
just
They
their
were
names.
meant for each other.
Wow.
On
Yeah.
the gravestone it says Uncle Ben.
Speaking of New York, Ben,
They were like, man, I hope our siblings have kids.
Oh.
Now, I can hear you all being like, that absolutely cannot be right.
What's with their
That looks
hands?
like a real gamer on the left there. That's a real gamer there.
Does
is
she, well,
that?
you know she plays fucking Candy Crush constantly.
That's Ethel. Ethel plays. Ethel is. She plays Yu-Gi-Oh.
And Ethel.
On her phone.
Is that her right arm that's like backwards? I'm trying to
You
figure
can
out
tell by the thumbs.
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
but isn't
I'm kind of.
Oh my God, yeah, I guess is it bad? No, it looks backwards,
it's
but I
the
think it's right
perspective.
actually.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
she's missing a finger clearly. But
I was gonna
we'll
say,
look
why
at
did they
that.
draw it so that it looks like the fourth finger was taken out when they're all three fingered? It's like, why
Because
did
you
that?
have to crank out 700 of these
She-
per
it-
shitty
Oh,
video.
there.
Games were so expensive she had to
She
sever
her
a finger.
Then he told me how he found this great Ars Technica article on the subject from a few years back, and that he reacted so violently to it that he spent all night digging up historical game prices and inflation data, ran those numbers, and yeah.
I like to spend all
Real
night
hard to
as if
dig up
that wouldn't take
information.
like
An
5
entire
minutes to
night.
get both of
That's
those
crazy.
pieces of information. No offense.
Why the fuck are you not holding your cup by the handle? It's weird.
This could be a snapshot in motion, and that's not steam coming out of the mug. That's like a slime monster, like trying to escape.
I'm starting to get annoyed by this whole, like, man, I was up all night, like, figuring out the inflation numbers and checking all the data to figure out, like, that games cost more, because it almost implies that, like, there's a real argument here. Like,
To make it sound
Well,
heavier, when you know for a fact you would have
10 minutes.
researched probably for half hour to an
I mean,
hour
like-
while having YouTube
like,
videos play in the
exactly,
background. What do you guys think about, like, the mug is happy about this information? You know, it's looking at the sheet too, and it's like, yes.
He likes inflation.
The mug
Maybe
loves
inflation.
inflation.
Maybe
Well,
it's one of those
do you think-
mugs that changes when.
has anybody noticed that he's in like a sky castle? Like, how does he?
They live
how
in
does
a
he have
sky
that control of the
castle.
cloud?
Not to slow us down, but I'm wondering why his vest has armholes.
Oh my god.
Oh, his vest has armholes, but his shirt doesn't. Because you can see the
that-
shirt through the
Oh,
hole.
you're right.
my
Oh my
God.
god, you're right. It
Armholes.
should be pink through that hole. That should be a pink hole.
True.
Oh,
Oh god.
I hope they
God.
fired someone for that blunder.
oh, jeez. He was up all night making these 1,000 images.
If we go 2 sleeves, it might show nudity.
That's
I'd
what
like
it
to
is.
return
You know
this
what it is?
vest. It's got unnecessary holes in it.
That's what she said. So in this continuity, the arm sockets are like erogenous zones. So you got to cover them up at least with something.
Ooh, yeah.
But if you want to be risque and you have like 2 layers on, you have one layer show a hole down to the other layer. So it's like it's kind of like showing off cleavage.
Sure
I
enough,
just- I don't know how it
it
stays
was
on.
true.
Who left?
But it sure as heck does not
Why does that have sleeves?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
this-
it is
this
true
has-
that
What
they-
arms exist?
This
Oh
world
my
is
God.
confusing
Oh my
and
God.
scary.
That-
If you look at it, right, the hands are hovering inside the sleeves, and the sleeves are pulled tight on the top. So it's like a fixed point in space where the hand is hovering.
So
You
what
see
if
it?
you tied up like a knot in between the hand and the shoulder, would that disconnect the hand and it would just fall to the ground? Or
You know they have a
Because
lore
what-
master who's fucking panicking right now. He's like, shit.
the thing that I found strange was his visual representation that he learned something was true is some random woman with a sweater that says true.
My takeaway is just that I want a jumper that says true on it.
So let's dive in and unpack.
Oh, look, he's diving down to open.
Wait, he
a
has
box.
legs now. Do
At
they
the
all have
bottom.
legs?
Really
Why don't they have
soggy
arms?
bone. That's
Floating, but
okay.
here
It could be a,
yeah, they've
it's a
got-
style. He doesn't have a neck either.
No,
When he
yeah.
eats, you know.
Just-
Oh, gross.
That
It like
was
pulls down
crap.
onto his body.
I feel like on all my
So-
doodles, my head and body are always connected because it just would be weird, you know, if they weren't.
I'm pro neck.
Even Weekend Warriors figured this out.
How can you even swim?
He's got
Like,
fins. He's got fins.
The only thing
Magnets.
keeping his head together is the tank.
No, what bothers me is that I think somebody said that it's a cardboard box. You drew this like guy going all the way down the bottom of the sea to just open a fucking cardboard box.
Yeah,
Where
it's
you're
not even an old like
big
sunken
up.
chest full of treasure or anything. It's a cardboard
Yeah.
box with
Yeah.
shape on it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's gonna
oh.
get soggy.
I'm sure we've all ordered from Amazon before. You know, you have
Yeah.
a box outside your front door. You go get
Mhm.
it. Sometimes it's like on your neighbor's house. Sometimes it's on your lawn.
On the
Sometimes it's
house.
under the ocean. You just got to go get it. Sometimes, you know how it is.
It happens.
I like to think that this guy was like typing his address. And he did, instead of 123 any street, he did 123 under the sea. You know, just like end up at the
Well, just
bottom
you
of the
work
ocean
at
somehow.
you work at Amazon. They're like, "Where's this one going?" It's like the city of Atlantis. You're like, oh god, again.
And why, despite all the data, games costing the least they ever have is still so hard to
despite
swallow.
all the data. Yeah, all right.
It's not really good practice to like be like, guys, there's just so much data without presenting
There's
any
so
of it.
much of it. You know what I'm
There's
wondering?
certain-
Those pages of data that he's losing there. I wonder if there are very important arguments that he's going to ignore. Look at this very big pill.
I don't know how the video essayist manages to constantly concoct the most annoying voice.
I know.
know.
You have
It's
the
like-
the wounded animal, right? And he comes in like, "I'm going to fix the industry with my voice." It's like, shut the fuck up. Why can't you just talk like a normal person?
Just the voice saying, "Trust me, it's true." It's like I don't believe him. Like the way
Trust
he's-
me, bro.
He's like trying so hard to be. Oh, we have data. Some guy took all night to get it. It's like, shut up. No,
I
no
feel
way.
like he's trying to sell me like on crypto scam or
Yeah,
something.
you know, it's going to explode any day now. Get
We're
in on the
going to
ground
the
floor.
moon.
This pill bothers me. It's like the new Don't Dead Open Inside. We have cheapest the games.
We have
cheapest
cheapest
the
Oh, I hate that shit, man.
It's the game.
We have cheapest the games. We have cheapest of the games. It looks like he
I just-
ripped off a police siren.
Yeah. Maybe it's just me being pedantic, but did you notice that the text isn't aligned on very big pills? It almost makes it seem like there's another word before pills. It's like very big dick pills or something. You know?
Well, you wouldn't take very small dick pills. Unless,
I mean, I want it to
You're
be
buying
big.
them,
It
and
should
you're
be a
like,
big-
does it make my dick small or are they small pills? The cashier's like, wouldn't you like to know?
My dick's just too big. I need
Dude,
small
this-
dick pills, please.
There are infinite jokes to make with this dumb fucking voice. Imagine you ring a suicide hotline. It's like, hello, how are you doing today? You're like,
Just feel like a cocking of a gun on the
Oh,
other
I
end.
thought you meant that he was calling the hotline. 'cause he has
He
no
was
friends.
I'm thinking of
Yeah,
killing myself, and I was looking for any reason not to.
you pick up the phone and it goes da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
That's
Have
just
you
the eternal
considered
hell he's stuck
calligraphy
in.
or skating? And you go like, no, I don't think so. And he goes, all right, well, that's that then.
Don't kill yourself. Did you know that games are the cheapest that they've ever been?
Despite the data,
Don't kill yourself now.
Are you interested in very small dick pills?
The only thing stopping me from killing myself is apathy. Bullets are more expensive than they've ever been. I can't
Amazon.
afford to kill myself.
Did you
I'm
know
sure he's a
alimony
very
is
nice
killing me? I don't want to exist in this world. My
I've never
children hate me.
my wife won't let me see them.
You're just crying on the phone. You're like, oh, jeez.
Do you know how hard it is to buy a shirt without armholes? Wait. Okay.
That's just a preamble? Oh my
Nope,
That's
we-
the
god.
we
suicide
didn't
hotline
skip.
theme.
The suicide
Hotline theme.
hotline.
So far, he
Suicide
says-
hotline theme is extra
That's
credits.
the suicide hotline theme.
Thanks so much to Factor for delivering me great meals right to my door so I could spend less time cooking and more time playing games.
But you have no
Totally somebody suicidal would say.
No neck.
Do you have to inject it straight
all the
into your
food.
stomach?
Listen, if you order from Factor, they'll just deliver your box to the ocean and leave it there.
Okay, y'all, so who's excited? So who's
What the fuck is that?
about inflation, huh? Wait, don't go, don't
Yes.
go.
Seriously, don't tell me like the whole thing is actually just going to be about inflation. It's
Yeah.
so boring.
Who's excited to talk about inflation? Let's go to DeviantArt.
Yeah. Rule 34.
That's what the mug was so happy about.
No.
Okay, y'all, so who's excited to talk about inflation, huh?
Me.
Wait, don't go. Because I promise you here and now two things. One, that breaking down inflation is very important to understanding our perception of
What's
the
to
cost
break
of
down?
I don't.
Inflation happened. There's nothing to break down. Yes, $60 in 1995 is worth more than $60 in 2024. Yes, obviously.
What?
I mean, to be honest, I'd rather learn about the life of this blob. I guess he's the inflation.
Is
blob.
that the slime monster from the coffee
Does
cup?
he,
It's grown.
does he like vomit more money? Is that like what happens that whenever the government, wants to print more money, he's like, no.
They squeeze him and all the dollars come out.
Inside the United States Capitol building, there's a creature in the basement that controls inflation.
It's
So
time
its
for a
childs
squeeze.
have to sacrifice orphans to it to keep the value of money stable.
Oh my God,
And-
Rags, you figured it out. That's what they
I
were trying to
did.
get to on January 6th. They were
That's
they were
right.
secretly going down to try to kill the inflation monster.
We're always down.
He's got a little TV to see updates, and you just sweat and look at him getting closer and closer. It's like they're not gonna find me, are they?
And two, that we're gonna have some fun images of your favorite video game characters walking y'all through it.
Like,
Fucking
what the fuck?
cringe.
Kill yourself.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude.
Look at Slippy there. Look at him.
What have you done to Slippy?
You want to have a discussion whether or not Sonic's arms are blue or tan? How about none?
I'm really enjoying the look on Slippy's face right there. He looks horrified.
He's trapped in the video.
Flippy saw the
Get me the
inflation
fuck
monster.
out of here.
He's using me.
What do you mean by that?
It's the exact moment he found out that he was going to be in an extra credits video.
Okay? All right, you know how we do. Thanks for believing in us.
Aw.
Okay.
Am I supposed to be encouraged by the fact that you're going to reference fucking Sonic the Hedgehog?
I don't
Supposed to
fucking
be-
know, dude.
At home video games starting in, say, 1982, when the Atari 2600 came out? Well, $1 back then was worth a lot more than $1
Holy
today.
shit.
Holy shit.
Oh,
It's all right,
this is
okay?
the whole
Wow,
argument,
just-
isn't it?
Oh my God.
Is there any proof of this? That sounds crazy.
Well, he did research for a whole night.
He totally didn't use inflationcalculator.com.
What? No, he researched all night, damn you. He looked at specific prices
You saw the steamy cup he was holding by the wrong.
that turned into the slime monster that eats dollars.
Yeah, he was in the Sky Castle. Remember?
$25 to $30. They were actually selling for what would roughly be around $90 today.
Well, look at
And
that.
when prices-
You know what hasn't gone up 325%? My fucking wage.
Look at Sonic. Look, you like Sonic?
Why does he
Look
have
at him.
arms now?
He has arms now.
Why does he have arms now?
Why does he? Why are you changing?
Why are his legs
Yeah,
colored
he's
in?
supposed
They
to have
should be
blue
lines.
legs.
He does have
Yeah,
colored
they
legs.
fucked this up huge.
Oh, the intern drew this one.
Wow.
I was under the impression
Someone,
that video game
someone
has
better
not
get
really
fired
used
for this
to, like,
blunder.
I hope they
no.
fired someone for that blunder.
Inflation bad.
Yes.
Inflation good.
Yeah.
To be completely fair, we've just established inflation exists.
But hey,
I'm
look,
glad
Knuckles
we're here
and,
so
and
far.
In
Lonk.
regard to this image, Chaos Emeralds are not a currency. I'm sorry.
I
I reject this.
Link to the Past and Sonic and Knuckles were totally worth that price. Do not at me. Then the great
Nobody
Oh
wants
my
to talk to you, man.
and as the console wars heated up,
Look, it's Mario.
Why does one have arms and one doesn't?
Yeah, on the
This
left
isn't
it's in
fair.
their style, on the right it's not. Why are they doing this?
I know they got to make a lot of these images and everything, but that's a shitty Mario.
Base requirement just that's a
I like
shitty
Mario
Mario.
stunt double.
He looks like he's got a mullet or something. His hair looks weird.
Legally
Oh, yeah, he
distinct
does.
Mario.
Legally
He's
distinct.
Philippe.
I am Lorenzo.
Mario doesn't have a neck, but Sonic's head is attached to his body as well.
If only I had a neck to
Yeah, like,
enjoy my pasta.
why is Mario's legs drawn like little sticks? But this is all very confusing.
So
Dude, this was
strange.
supposed to be the fucking selling point. Why is the art so bad?
Actually, there were all sorts of think pieces back then about how charging $60 for a game would destroy the industry. So for years,
Post one.
other ways.
Show me one.
I just think that they want to keep the style where they'd rather use like manipulative cartoons rather than actually show sources, which is kind of sad, really.
Should we
Yeah, it
include
killed the
sources?
game,
No, just draw a manipulative cartoon.
Just
Oh,
trust us.
you
We
know how
said
late I was up?
What the fuck is wrong with her hair?
AAA game began to balloon, for reasons we will get into in a future video.
Oh,
so
you
fucking
should
stupid.
have that in this video. That should be in this video. This is a 9-minute video. Less bullshit pictures and more information, maybe. Because that shouldn't be in another video. It's very important to this. Why is the I lowercase when the rest of the letters are uppercase?
Maybe it's like an
Dollar.
accent. Maybe it's like an
What- wait,
accent,
what
like
do
it's
you-
profits or something.
Profit.
He's just saying that profits were getting smaller every year. What did you use to find that out? What's your source? How much? How much less was it? Right here. Hello? Discord?
So, what did the industry do next then? Well, it
Oh.
began to bat around the 4 most dreaded words in gaming. New ways to monetize!
Why is
That-
he
so-
against the happy
okay,
video?
that's really cringe.
First off, cringe.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to know as well, we are 3 hours and 50 minutes into the stream, and we are 3 minutes and near 50 seconds into the video.
Oh, okay.
The percentage of a paycheck that it took to buy a game was at an all-time low. Now, we don't have great data for the last couple of years, but even though it looks like
Oh,
Wait, what?
well, bro,
I
what?
thought you researched it all night.
All night. He couldn't come up with any data for the past few years, or at least not sufficient.
I hate to say it, but can we go back like 30 seconds?
We can do that, but
No.
you get the blame from anyone in chat who's mad.
I'm sorry, chat.
That was like an hour ago.
ways to monetize!
Oh god,
Ugh.
They were
Yeah.
slinging pre-orders. They were slinging collector's editions. They were slinging
Man,
DLC.
they were slinging
microtransactions. The
pre-orders.
list
They
was
were
so
slinging
excited.
collector's
God.
editions. God damn.
But yeah, this is like the most excited he's been this entire video. So it's weird that like he wasn't even this excited when he was talking about how they were going to draw like Sonic the Hedgehog.
But even though it looks like prices have begun to creep up a bit, and even with $70 finally being the
I'm sorry, I was just amused by begun to creep up a bit.
Just
Yeah.
a bit.
Paying
Just
attention.
a bit.
little
Just
bit.
again with inflation,
What is that character? Who is he?
He is the inflation man.
Again?
He's the
He's
inflation
grabbing
law.
an arrow.
That's
Oh,
John
baby.
Capitalism.
Yeah, it's going up. Woo, yeah. Woo, yeah.
Oh, he's stroking it too. He's stroking it.
Yep. Getting a good grip
Double
there.
handing that arrow like it's a dick. It's kinda weird.
Oh yeah.
He is inflation man.
Secret.
Inflation.
and with inflation, we're still willing to bet we're paying the least we ever have, or just very, very close. I mean, at most, the $70 price point.
So in all of that research, you don't actually know now whether or not we're paying. I think the asterisk is they're probably cheaper, but we don't know right now. But
Man, what
wages
a
are
gap in your
inflation, okay?
fucking point to be like, I'm sure it's cheaper than it's ever been. Can't be too sure because I have no data for the past few years.
The asterisk is just that he's retarded.
It feels like games are so expensive now. Why is that? Look, the
Why?
truth is,
It's
I don't
such a
have
mystery.
an empirical answer.
The truth is, I don't have an
You don't
empirical
have an
answer.
answer. Are you retarded?
Your feelings are wrong. How
I
dare you
don't
have
like them.
Your feelings for
Games
are not real.
They are real to me! But again, man, does it feel bad when they ask you to
Wait,
pay
wait,
for
wait,
the
wait.
car and
Look at this guy's hair.
Which guy? But they both look bizarre.
One of them is clearly wearing a fucking wig.
One of them killed a Pikachu and then skinned it, dehydrated it, and then slapped it over his head.
So you've got these people that look like they have hair with ice cream smashed on top of it. I don't get it.
finally, it's timing. Coming out of COVID, the whole world experienced massive
up.
inflation.
Oh my
now,
God.
even though we in the US have had it lighter than most, it did bite into everyone's pocketbook. So this is all happening at a time when our entertainment being more expensive, justified or no, seems like a little bit of a slap in the face.
What a stupid fucking argument.
Maybe I should just start shopping on itch.io. But my mama did teach me, you never go shopping on an empty stomach.
There you go.
And that goes double for video games,
Nice
okay?
and
Good thing that
smooth.
great
That's right.
tasting meal, ready super quick, thanks to Factor. Factor, of course,
Wait,
being my
he
favorite
has
ready.
more effort here than in the whole fucking video.
Yeah, have you
Like,
noticed-
he added-
Yep.
and,
Have you ever
I
felt
mean,
that Factor is now cheaper than it's ever been?
You know. It's just like, shut the fuck up.
Delivery service that I've been using for a year and a half.
Whoa, what is this?
Oh my gosh, that's so much.
It's just funny how much more effort there is for the ad. It's just...
Prep and my absolute favorite, no cleanup. Just really great food ready when I have time to eat it. It's seriously the least stressful part of my day.
We've talked about it a little bit, but seriously, like the line delivery is so grating. Like, can you stop doing it?
Is it eating, like making Factor is the least stressful part of your day?
I get to review
It seems
Factor's
like-
rotating menu and pick what I'm feeling from their tons of seasonal meals and add-on options. Things like cold pressed juices, protein shakes,
Oh, look
wellness
at
shots,
that.
and
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
to choose.
Wow, he looks exactly like I imagined he would.
And with spring in
Hey,
full
shut the
swing,
dog
I went
with
with their
the
spicy
food with
sweet
the dog
potatoes
on
and
it.
peanut sauce.
That doesn't
Wow,
do
that
it.
looks
kidding
that
me?
looks.
Look at
Hey,
that.
look-
It's beautiful.
look-
Man,
Let's
Your
put it this
video's
way: it
actually
looks
7
healthy.
minutes.
Are you sure about that?
I looked it up.
Factory.
It's $12 a meal.
What?
Wait, whoa. Like,
Wait,
$12 like a
No
month and you get
shot.
meals? Or what do you mean?
No. Ready-made meals starting at $12 per meal.
I don't
Fuck
understand.
off!
No way.
$12?
No
That was
way.
$12 you're looking at, boys.
Dude,
That's gotta be
oh,
wrong. I don't
dude.
believe it.
It is.
That's
No way.
Dev is lying.
Just give me a second,
Use
okay,
your-
guys? I'm gonna.
Well, wait.
Here, Mahler, if you don't
you,
mind,
you
Mahler,
carry on.
if you don't
It's gonna
mind.
take all day. Let him
Fetch
do
your
it.
data. I want to get to the end of his
We'll keep
ad
watching
to
the
see what his prices are.
I'm gonna be reordering that one. And since I didn't have to cook, I was actually able to camp the PlayStation Direct site and finally snag a PlayStation Portal at cost. Haha, take that.
Oh
Don't give
my
a
God.
fuck. Get on with it.
50% off
the
your
price.
first Factor box and 20% off your next 4 boxes. Wait, for real?
Oh.
Heck yeah. So now it's Tasty Test time. And then once dinner is done, check out our next sweet
No.
Okay, so for 18 meals, it comes out as $225.
Six
I'm
meals is
sure.
$81 before tax. So price per serving $13.50 per.
Man, that ain't cheap.
That's
Forget
a-
$10
Guys,
delivery.
I can't imagine $14 a meal as like that can't be normal.
We just
All
have
you
to
need
talk about
is
that.
you have a
Inflation
bowl to mix stuff in, you have a pan to grill it, and then you have a plate to eat it on. And it's like you can't fuck it up. You just chop up a
Rags,
bunch of veggies,
it's
grill
stressful.
them, season
Yeah,
them.
you know
True,
what,
I
Andy?
might touch the
Rags.
stove with my face. It looks like the cheapest you can get a meal is if you buy 18 meals
Oh,
per
you
week.
have to get.
That's
Oh, okay,
11
right.
per
That makes
serving.
sense.
So the box. So the minimum you can get is 6.
And that's the
Okay.
most expensive, which
Yeah.
is what I clicked just because I'd be like, okay, I'd want like 6 meals a week. Sounds probably good, especially if you're kind of watching, especially if you're you're not really moving around, you don't want to eat too much and everything. All right, 6 meals a week, and then I'll just do something else on the 7th day, or I'll have leftovers or whatever. And that's the most expensive. If you want to have, how come these fucky fuckers
God.
don't have fuck them. How come they don't have an option for 7 meals per week? You're gonna have 6 or 8. There
some
are
reason.
7 days in a week. Last time I checked, and there is not a 7
Well,
meals per
Rags,
week option.
you're in luck. They have a 14 package. There you go.
Boy,
That
boy,
was,
that's like
it's funny that
Oh.
you said that. That was making me think about how with microtransactions, you know how it's never a clean number.
Nope.
It's
Yeah,
always
the-
like
Nope.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
under what you need.
Just
Yeah.
proxy
Yeah.
currency. Yeah.
Dude, it's always a little bit less
sell
or
ya.
more than the price of any
yeah.
given item.
We'll sell you
Yeah.
2 weeks of food, but you can't buy a week.
Can
of
they just
food.
install a hose
No.
that shoots the slop out instead? Like, it feels like it'd be more efficient.
You don't understand, guys. The pricing for this is because of COVID just hit, so that's why.
Manipulative cartoon.
What you say?